Hi FlossTube, I'm Pam. Welcome to my channel. Today is Monday, December 21st, and this is Flossmas number 21. Welcome. I'm having such a great time filming these Flossmas videos, and I'm a little sad that they're coming to an end. If you are finding FlossTube for the first time and are wondering what Flossmas is, it's basically some of us FlossTube creators during the holiday season make short little videos or vlogs. Some people do it vlog style, some people open advent calendars. Basically, I just do hopefully short little daily videos, or mostly daily, because as we've gotten further into the holiday season, I have run out of less and less time. And basically, we're just kind of celebrating the season. So on my Flossmas videos, I give away a little Prairie Schooler mini card every day. It's a random card. You don't know which one you're going to win. But if you'd like to try to win one, all you have to do is comment on this video, be 18, because I can't get your mailing address unless you're 18. And don't say giveaway in the comment. And fill out the contact form, the contact Google form in my description box, so I know where to find you. Not that I'm going to be all creepy and stalkery. I just want to send you a Prairie Schooler card. I'm going to choose a winner from Flossmas number 19 for the past 2 days, because I did miss yesterday. Yesterday was wrapping day. Not fun at all. Okay, so winner number 1 was Debbie from Creatively Yours. Yay, Debbie! And then number 2 was Teresa Chuckle. Yay, Teresa Chuckle! So I will send those out in the mail to you. Very exciting. Okay, so I did, before we get started, somebody had asked me a question. I want to say it was Nancy, asked me a question in Flossmas 19 about, I had showed, actually I'll probably just jump right in here, okay? Last we spoke, my wrist was a little tweaky, and I had been letting it rest. And then part 3 for Stitching Book Club, Christmas Carol came out, and I was hoping to get this finished this weekend. Spoiler alert, I did not. My wrist is still bothering me a little bit, so stitching has been a little slower than I would like. But Nancy had a question about this chart, because included with it this time are 3 little mini charts that you could stitch up as ornaments, or I don't know, maybe you could make something all together with all 4 of the charts. Anyway, she didn't know where to find them. So Nancy, if you signed up to do the Christmas Carol book club, and by the way, I'm pretty sure it's Kristen from Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts on Etsy and I'll have this linked below in the description box, her Etsy shop. After book club finishes, you are usually able to go back and still buy the pattern. Even if you're not, it won't be a mystery anymore, but usually, as far as I can tell, you can still get the patterns after book club is done. This was included in part 3 of the pattern. So I don't think she's selling these separately. So if you are not signed up for the book club, then you won't be able to see these. But if you purchase a Christmas Carol now, I'm sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure this is how it works. This should be included in the pattern. Okay, so when last we talked, I had mentioned that I was going to do a little changing up. The wording is lovely, but it's not. I wanted to have the title and the author instead of the quote that she charted. And I wanted a little more red in the outer portion. So what I have done so far is I made the inner border a green and the outer border red. And then the very last border, I'm going to do this dark green. And then these little doodads, holly leaves, she only has 2 of them. Hold on, upside down, on opposite corners. I'm gonna do them in all 4 corners. And then I have charted a Christmas Carol for up here. And then I'm gonna put Charles Dickens down here. And then these like sort of infinity looking things, I'm gonna do a row of them. I'm not sure how exactly it's gonna play out. It depends on spacing. Somebody asked if I could share my my version, I don't really know how to do that. I don't have charting software. I am literally taking a colored pen and charting over what's already in my pattern. I don't know how to share that. So I don't know. I'm thinking probably not. Not that I don't want to, I just don't really know how to. I will say that A Christmas Carol was easy to chart because all the letters are already, she's already charted those letters. I just had to space them in there. So you just have to sort of rearrange letters and make sure your spacing is okay. My spacing is probably going to be a little off like this. It's going to be okay though. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be good enough. By the way, I am stitching this on 14 count opalescent Aida, and it's sparkly and it's pretty. And I replaced the French knots with beads because French knots are evil. I said it, I'm going to stand by it. For those of you who use Q-snaps or hoops or scroll frames, if you use a frame to stitch, I'm sure French knots are not evil, but for those of us who stitch in hand, or most importantly, me, they're not fun. You need good tension. I don't have good tension. Okay. Then also what I stitched on and where I spent actually the bulk of my time was getting caught up on my temperature chart. I am stitching for 2020 Carolyn Manning's Granny Square Daily Temperature Chart. And we are getting to the end. We are getting to the end. I am stitching this on 16 count antique white Aida. And sorry for all the crinkles. I've said this before. It is the crinkliest bag. I was watching somebody recently, and I apologize. I know it's somebody who watches me, and I don't remember who said it, but they didn't understand why the crinkling bothered people. And I think, like, when I watch FlossTube, I watch it on my laptop on a little table. It's actually a stool set up by my stitchy chair. But some people watch it and they have headphones in their ears. And if you're watching FlossTube with headphones in, that crinkling can be really loud. But for those of us, I think, who are just listening to it on a regular mic through their laptops or their phones or whatever, the crinkling is not loud. But when it's like right up against your ears, I could see where it would be a problem. And I apologize for the crinkle. So in case you were wondering why people are always apologizing for the crinkle, that would be why. It's going to make me nuts that I can't remember who wasn't sure. It's somebody I watch, obviously. No, it's gone. I don't know. If it was you, let me know because I've forgotten already. There has been so much FlossTube content out there this month. I can't keep up. I tried at the beginning. I was watching everyone's Flossmases. I can't keep up. There's not enough hours in the day. And the closer and closer we get to Christmas, the less and less time I have. Okay, so here we are. I stitched these two squares right here, which were super cold. Super cold meaning they were in the 20s. So that was fun because I got to tell you, way back at the beginning of the year, I didn't have very many days in the 20s either. So I'm a little disappointed that the bottom of my chart is not going to be more blue. We had a very warm fall. So this row here, this bottom row, that's the last. That's all there is. So, oh shoot, my needle just fell out. That will be bad. Hold on, I gotta stick it back in my fabric. Okay. So this row, I gotta finish the diamonds, will be the last row. And then I'm gonna stitch there's gonna be two floaters down here because that's how it worked out. Because this was a leap year, in case you were catching me for the first time, sorry, I'm gonna backtrack for a sec. If you were catching me for the first time, I'm gonna be hosting a temperature sal for 2021, and the hashtag is gonna be Stitch the Temp Sal. And you can choose whatever temperature chart you want. But if you're choosing this one, which is not the one I'm doing next year, but if you're choosing this one, it won't matter. It won't, it's charted for a non-leap year, but it won't matter to you because next year is not going to be a leap year. But this year was a leap year and it's not charted for a leap year. So I had to kind of reconfigure things. And what I ended up doing was putting 7 diamonds up here instead of, I think she has 3 stitched up there. So 7 went up here and 2 were going on the bottom. I'm going to put 2 on the bottom over here. And then in between, I'm going to write Pawtucket, Rhode Island, 2020. I'll just kind of backstitch that in there. So I will know where I was living in 2020 because we are a real estate family and we move a lot. This is the 4th house I've lived in my almost 20 years of marriage. So I'll know I was in Pawtucket and I'll know the year. So it's coming to an end. I'm super excited to start. I'm doing Stitch and Mommy's temperature tree for 2021 and I'm very excited about that. All right, I also wanted to say, and I will link her below because I don't want you to miss out if this ends up hitting her Etsy shop. Christy from Christy's Corner she doesn't cross stitch. She does freehand embroidery. I think that's what it's called. I don't do that. So if I get it wrong, I apologize, Christy. She has charted. She wanted to join in on the SAL, but she didn't want to get a cross stitch pattern. So she charted for herself a bookshelf and she showed it in her latest video and it made me wish I did embroidery. It's amazing. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. Number 1. Number 2, she is considering charting it for cross stitch. And if she does, she's gonna create an Etsy shop and put it there. So I am telling you, you are going to want to keep your eye out for this because it was adorable. I'm gonna put she's Christy's Corner, and I know I've mentioned her a lot of times. She's one of my favorite floss tube creators. So make sure that you check out her channel for the very least to see what happens with that bookshelf. I'm so excited to watch that stitch up. All right, plans. What am I doing today? Today is December 21st. Do you know what that means? It means it's the first day of winter, which is usually makes people cranky. Nobody likes winter. I like winter. But it also is the winter solstice, which I realize is the same thing as the first day of winter. But when you say winter solstice, it's so much more exciting. You know why? You probably have already guessed. The sun is going to start coming back. So we're going to have the shortest day today. It will be dark for most of today. But then it starts getting brighter and brighter and brighter every single day until summer, which everybody loves the first day of summer. But I always thinking, oh, here we go. It's going to start getting dark. For me, it's all about the first day of winter. The light is coming back. And because it is the winter solstice, I have a solstice start. I have not started it yet. Frankly, I'm not sure where I'm fitting it into my day because we are decorating the tree and, putting the lights on, decorating the tree for our solstice celebrations. But I will be starting Oh Christmas Tree by All Through the Night. There is a strong possibility. I don't know I apologize for the glare. Where are they? There are stars in here somewhere. Star, here's a star. There's 5 stars, I believe, in the tree. I don't think that includes the one on top. I'm thinking of stitching those in a crynic, like a gold crynic, but everything else is gonna be in this Valdani. I don't know if it has a name. I've never played olive green Valdani, which I've never stitched with before. So we'll see how that goes. And it's gonna be on this fabric, which is a 30 count something or other. 30 count Weeks Dye Works putty. So I have a strong feeling I'm going to be switching the fabric. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it, but we'll see how it goes. So that's supposed to get it started today. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I do know, even if I only get 10 stitches in, it's getting started today. I don't know when I'm fitting it in. So sorry, this is going to be a long one today. And it's also the day where I am going to film my 12 Days of Flossmas song. It is finished. I'm going to make it a separate video because I'm going to sing the whole song the way it's supposed to be sung. So, you know, first day and then second day and first day and then third day and second day and first day. So I imagine it's going to take longer than I want to tack onto this video. So we'll make it a separate thing because maybe some of you don't even want to listen to me sing 12 days of Flossmas. That I can understand. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, Christmas trees. So we're decorating the Christmas tree today. And we waited until this weekend to get our real Christmas tree. And my husband drove around for like 2 hours to find one which I realize for some of you who live in certain areas, driving 2 hours somewhere doesn't seem like a long time. But in Rhode Island, where most people don't like to leave a 15-minute radius from their house, which is, I live in Rhode Island, but I'm really a Massachusettsian. That's where I grew up and where I've lived most of my life. I'm pretty sure that's a real term, by the way. I'm not really a Rhode Islander. I don't have some of their quirks. I love you, Rhode Islanders, but you know what I'm talking about. When you can get everywhere you need to be in 15 minutes, driving 2 hours to find a Christmas tree is a bit excessive. So they eventually found one. Now, my living room I live in a mid-century ranch, and my living room it's this wood paneled, like peaked cathedral ceiling. It has to be 20 feet at the peak. And where we put our Christmas tree, it has to be a good 12 feet. They came home with the only tree they could find. It's got to be a little shy of 6 feet. It's 6 feet tall, and I swear it's like 5 feet wide. It is a Christmas ball instead of a tree. It's adorable. I've secretly named her Alice. The rest of my family is not on board with that. She's cute, but she's short, and I don't think we're gonna fit all our ornaments on her. But I love the I love that because we wait so long to get our tree, you never know. You don't know what you're gonna get, and that feels fun to me. Anyway, we're decorating her today. Okay, I think that's all I have to talk about. I know I feel like I'm forgetting something. Nope, I think I got it all. We're heading towards 20 minutes here. Okay, I'm gonna sign off, and then I'm going to immediately film my song. Wish me luck, because I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I practiced a few times. It was not good. I waited in line in the drive-thru 20 minutes for Starbucks today. It is craziness out there. Okay. Stay well, stay safe, get a lot of stitching in. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.